Frank did a short where he was talking about watch how you talk to me, right? And the one of the 4 T's that he emphasized in that video was tone. So again, we're not going to beat a dead horse, but there are 3 other T's to communication, and we thought this would be a good time for us to go over those other 3 T's with you. So the short was the appetizer. This is the meal. Welcome to the meal.
And what's the first one? Okay,
so the first one is timing. Ooh. So whenever you are feeling it, it still might not be the right time. And this is even for challenges that aren't chaotic or controversial or causing huge arguments. We want to help you develop good communication skills when things are good, when things are okay, and especially when things are challenging, right? So timing is everything. So you always want to think about, is this a good time to bring this situation up?
Yeah.
Is this a good time?
Yeah.
Even if it's a bill or talking about the kids or talking about something from work or whatever, you still just want to do that pulse check and see, okay, test the atmosphere. Is this a good time to bring this up? Like, does this fall in the flow of what's happening? And then if it's not, give yourself permission to put a pause right there, stick a pin in it and pause, right? Because we want to make sure that the timing is good. Also, the timing piece isn't just about the challenge, it's also about your feelings about the challenge, right? So it's not just enough to say, okay, such and such happened at work or such and such happened with the kids, but this is how I'm feeling about it.
Right.
Is this a good time for your partner to hear how you feel? To hear how you feel, right?
Because the partner might not be
in a good place. Like, they might be okay to hear such and such happened with the kids or such and such happened with your job, but they might not have the capacity in that moment to go down that road with you about how you're feeling about it. Especially if it's something where, if you know that you're married to a protector, they might not have capacity to go into protection mode in that moment.
Right.
So you always want to test timing. Is this a good time to talk about the incident, but also is it a good time to talk about how I feel? The third piece to that is it a good time to ask your partner how they feel? Because maybe you got all the feelings and you're ready to talk about it, but it's not a good time to get that feedback from your partner. If you're wondering, well, I wonder how he feels about this and he didn't say anything, and I'm all in my feelings by myself, but he's not talking to me. It might not be a good time to ask. So timing is everything.
Because it could be a thing where you bring it to the partner, they're not in a good place, or they may not have an answer in that moment, and then you're left feeling like, oh, I done shared all this, and you ain't got nothing to say?
Right.
And that's another podcast.
That's another podcast.
So that's timing.
That's timing.